You know the difference between an amateur and a professional? You know the difference between a hack and a skilled craftsman? Well, it's really simple. The professional, the craftsman, they have more tools, they have more skills to help create something beautiful, something that is desirable, an outcome that is worthy, where an amateur, where a hack can only maybe do one or two things, and they're really kind of lost if it isn't kind of a paint by number scenario, right? So this is Andy Leakey, a part of Andy Leakey and Associates with FC Tucker. Now, what the heck does that analogy of amateur, professional, craftsman and hack, what does that have to do with the Central Indiana real estate market? Well, it has everything to do with how you perceive what's going on right now and who you are working with. There's no doubt that our market is shifting. I'm going to be going over some very interesting numbers here for the June market watch. The July market watch. It has June numbers. Man, this year is going by so fast. And we are definitely seeing some interesting numbers that are starting to shift. But that doesn't mean that there's not winners in this market. Some of you have heard me say before, opportunity is two sides of the same coin, right? And when it's two sides of the same coin, it just requires a different set of skills. It requires a different approach, a different outlook to be able to win in that market. And my goal, as when I share some of this data with you today, is going to be talking about how you can win in this market and how you can find out who are the craftsmen that have the skills, that have the tools to be able to help guide you or someone you know to win in a changing market, right? So the first thing I'm going to talk about a little bit of go from a different cut today. I'm going to talk about the difference between average days on market and median days on market, and how that indicates what's happening in the market right now. So for those of you that know, the average is you add up the total number of something and then divide that by however many totals that there are, so days on market in this case, and that gives you the average. So average days on market here in Hamilton County and the north side of Indianapolis over the last 60 to 90 days. I did this for about 2,000 properties actually. So the average days on market has been 20 days. The median days on market, which what the median is the median is the middle number. So the middle number basically means this: on 2,000 properties, on the 1,000th one, what was the days on market for that? So the median days on market in Hamilton County and the north side of Indianapolis was 6 days. So I want you to think about this. The average days on market is 20, which doesn't sound too bad, right? But the median is 6, which that sounds really amazing. But what that tells us is this. That tells us that half the homes that are being sold in 6 days or less. So we're still seeing homes that if they're priced well, they're in good condition, they're being target marketed to the proper buyers that value them the most, they're positioned well within the marketplace. Those homes can realistically expect to sell in a pretty short period of time. Again, the median days on market is 6 days. The average for all those 2,000 properties, though, is 20 days. So 20 days. So with half of them being 6 days or less, the other half of them, when you add them all up, that swells by 2 weeks. And that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but when you think about it, that means that the other half of them are sitting on the market substantially longer. And the reason for that is very simple. Central Indiana, compared to a year ago, the average, there's 1,215 more homes for sale now than there was a year ago at this time. That's over 1,200 homes. Compared to 4 years ago, we have 3,551 more homes for sale now. By the way, that doesn't count new construction either, than we had 4 years ago. That's 156.2% more homes. We got a lot more choices right now on the market. So that's why sellers, they have to understand the landscape. The artist has to communicate with them. Here's the landscape. Here's the motif that we're working in right now, right? So being knowledgeable and educated on that. So even though Central Indiana has had 26.4% more homes for sale than a year ago, and 156% more homes than 4 years ago, Home sales are only up 0.7% from a year ago, and they're actually, and that's only 22 more sales in all of Central Indiana compared to June of 2024, and home sales are actually down 28.2% from 4 years ago. So 1,237 more or fewer home sales than 4 years ago, with 3,551 more homes for sale. So again, we're seeing more choices in the market, and we're seeing fewer sales. And that general sentiment is true in Hamilton County and in Marion County as well, right? In Hamilton County, 26.3% more homes for sale now than a year ago. Home sales were a little bit more robust, 5.6% more home sales than a year ago. Marion County was interesting. More homes for sale, 30.6% than a year ago, but fewer home sales, down 7.4%. So again, the general trend though is we're seeing more homes on the market, and we're seeing and we're seeing overall fewer sales, or sales staying about steady compared to a year ago, and then certainly a lot more homes for sale than 4 years ago, and a lot fewer homes being sold. But that median days on market, that does tell us though that there are homes that are being sold, and if they are priced well, in good condition, if they're winning that price war, if they're winning that beauty contest, if they're targeting the most opportune buyer, those are still selling. But it's all about learning how to win in this market. The last couple homes that we put on the market, and they were different style of homes, one in Noblesville and one in Lebanon, they both sold in less than 3 days. One sold for 30 grand above list price, and one sold for list price. Also, because buyers do have more opportunities in this market, some of the buyers we're working with right now, we're able, if they've been sitting on the market a little bit longer, we're able to negotiate a little bit more. Maybe help them buy their rate down, paying in the form of paying closing costs, and maybe even negotiating on the price a little bit. So understanding where you're at in the process and working with someone who can articulate that is extremely valuable, as we just see the market just continue to kind of iterate and move, right? This is a lot of fun to be. I enjoy doing this. Being a former teacher, I enjoy educating. If you're somebody that's looking to make a move, or you know somebody's looking to make a move, and you're looking for resources to get educated, yeah, here's my videos, but I actually have something I'd love to give you. A couple things. The first one here, I'll actually do this one first. This is the secret to selling your home fast. The secret to selling your home fast for top dollar without endless showings, lowball offers, and months of uncertainty. This is something that we specialize in. This is a 3-page report that really can help educate and articulate how we serve here at Andy Leek and Associates. The other thing we do, kind of our secret sauce, is our target marketing, right? And here is another 3-page report. This one actually has more copy, more text to it, right? But shows how in this market where buyers have more choice, how can sellers target the appropriate buyer that's going to value their home the most. I was just looking or talking with a client that has a home in Noblesville that's on a golf course, and I was showing them how with our target marketing approach, I was able to show them based upon the average income that somebody makes within a 15-mile radius of their zip code, and they like golf, and maybe a certain age number of kids and all that. We found over 315 people within that 50-mile radius that would actually kind of fit and be probably the most opportune buyer. Here at Andy Leek & Associates, we know how to identify those people. We know how to go and market to those people online and offline. So if you know somebody that would find that extremely valuable, have them reach out to us, or if you want to pass their contact information on us as well too, we can follow up with them. But again, in this market where we're seeing things shift, knowing both as a buyer and as a seller how to maximize the opportunity of this market, that's critical. Here at Andy Leek & Associates, we have over 30 years of experience combined with me and with our team members, and I've been doing this for 21 years now, right? So we know how to operate in this market. We know how to maximize opportunity in this market. And if you want to work with a realtor, if you want to work with a team that knows how to get you where you want to go and doesn't whine and complain about what the landscape is, but can articulate the opportunity and help you get there, we would love to serve you. If you know somebody that could benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Have them check this out. Like us, like this video, subscribe to us, or follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and we just want to be your one-stop shop for being educated on maximizing opportunities here in the Central Indiana real estate market. Hope you found this helpful. Hope you found this encouraging. And as always, if you know somebody looking to move, we are never too busy for your referrals. Thanks so much.